Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 2025 luxury handbag wish list. And this truly is a wish list because I know full well that I am not going to get all the handbags that I show you. If I had unlimited funds, potentially I would, but honestly, if you watched my last vlog, then you would have seen my husband and I, we moved into our place last year and our down payment for our condo was over half of our mortgage. So we're very proud of being able to save so much, but honestly now we are trying to rebuild our savings because so much of it went to the down payment. So that way we just are not going to be house poor and more money is going to be going towards our mortgage than to interest. So anyway, let's get into this. I feel like my wish list is fairly realistic. Sometimes when I watch other people, other handbag lovers on YouTube, I don't relate to a lot of the wish lists that they show. So hopefully this one is relatable to you. There's a range of handbags. Some are about 500 Canadian, and then the most expensive one is about, with taxes, probably about 6,000. And that's why I can say, honestly, I probably will not get that handbag unless I sell some. So I have my laptop down here. Let's go through it. And I'm gonna put screenshots, or I'm gonna put whatever. I'm gonna show you on the screen what handbag I'm talking about. Let's start with Bottega Veneta. There's two handbags that I really think are quite stunning and I'd love to add to my collection. When I'm thinking about my wish list and I'm thinking about my current handbag collection, honestly, I don't really need anything, but these are handbags I'm going to show you that I know that I would keep for years. I don't sell a lot of my handbags. I feel like at this point in my life, I've curated in such a way that I use the majority of them for different occasions. But the ones I'm going to show you, like I mentioned, I feel like I would definitely be able to use like 10 years down the line. So I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. It's called the Pinacoteca, I believe. So there's two different sizes. I really like the larger size. It is a reversible tote and it has silky calf leather. It's in the traditional Bottega woven leather. I like the black and the fondant. So the inside of it is this beautiful suede and it's a dark brown. They also have another color. The other color here in Canada is called madder brown and there's only one left on the Bottega site. But the inside of that one is this blue suede, and I know while I love the brown and the blue and the contrast, that I just wouldn't wear it enough because I'd be too afraid of damaging the interior of that handbag. So while it is beautiful, I think the black is definitely the way that I would go. And it is $5,570. So very expensive with taxes. You're looking at $6,000 Canadian. While I would love to add it to my collection, I know I'd use it. I just don't know if I could personally put down $6,000 towards a handbag. That would be the most expensive handbag in my collection that I would have ever bought. But it is really stunning. There is a detachable interior zippered pocket. I always like when it has a pouch and when it is detachable. I feel like the strap drop is also really nice too, so you could wear it over bulky sweaters or like thick winter jackets. Even though in Vancouver it doesn't get very cold, I know that I could still put it over like my bulkier wool jackets. And then the next one is the smaller version of this handbag. So this one I did take a peek at on Essence today when I was on the site. Again, I think I would get the black and the fondant color, or I would get the lunar and the fondant. The lunars, so this one's a little bit different. So it's the light blue on the outside and that beautiful chocolatey brown on the inside. And I think that that is such a beautiful color. I know that I probably wouldn't get a lot of wear out of it. I probably only wear it in the warmer summer months or the spring, but I just think it's a really gorgeous color and I don't really have any handbags that are colorful like that. This one's really nice because you can wear it as a shoulder bag, but also as a crossbody, or you can actually just carry it as a little handheld bag, which is nice. So you do have some options. There is also an interior zippered pocket, which is detachable. The strap is also detachable too. So if you do want to just carry it handheld or the crook of your arm, you can also do that. My only concern with this handbag is because the handles are fairly rigid and structured, I just don't know if it would get in the way, and that I've always been hesitant. I don't think I have any handbags in my collection now that have those kind of handles because I do find that they're a little bit cumbersome and that they do bump into things. The price point of the small size is $4,430. So while that is slightly more accessible, It's still rather expensive. You're looking at about $5,000 with taxes, but I do really like this handbag. I don't know if I could actually physically purchase it and not just want to return it right away. The next handbag, okay, so this one, while I do love the look of it, again, I'm not sure how functional this would be. It is the Loro Piana Extra Pocket L19. Now, I do have a little dupe from Amazon. Let me get it. Here we go. This is the handbag I'm talking about. Now, when I bought this, I did not know it was a dupe. I just saw this girl on TikTok and she was using it, and then she linked it and it was in her Amazon storefront, and it was this handbag, and I thought, how cute. Now, I love the color of it. I'm not very familiar with Loro Piana, but I would want this kind of colorway with the silver hardware. So you can see there, it's like a pebbled leather, which I know they do. And I was looking on their site, and it looks like this cream color only comes with gold hardware, but I'm sure there's been other variations and versions of it. But how I've been using this is when I wear a really bulky wool coat, I don't necessarily always want to put a crossbody, so carrying it like this is kind of fun, and I leave it open, and that's why I say that this probably wouldn't be a very functional handbag in my collection, because I would want to wear it this way and it's just not secure. Things would fall out of it. So I do have to be more careful when I'm carrying this, but I do love the look of it. Now, it doesn't hold a lot, but it holds all the essentials. Honestly, for the price point of it, it is $4,150 Canadian. I don't know if I get enough use out of it. The other thing is it does come with a crossbody strap. Now, the issue with this is kind of like my Louis Vuitton Nano Nice. Opening up this vanity style is so hard to do. You have to have two hands to do it, or you need to be sitting down and have it on a table to do it. But when this is crossbody against your hip or like higher up, it's so hard to open this. Please let me know if you find it to be the same way. Moving on to a more affordable option, I do have a handbag by Dragon Diffusion on my wish list, and it is the Santa Crochet big woven leather tote in this stunning green color. It is the perfect green. It's the kind of green that you can wear all year round. Now, I did purchase this one, which is the Nantucket bag by Dragon Diffusion, and I do love it. I've only used it twice because we're finally getting some warmer weather, or not warmer weather, but we're getting sunshine here in Vancouver. And I didn't want to use this in the rain because the leather, I believe, is untreated, and I've seen some people with some staining on it. So I do really like it. I love the leather. It's so soft, it's so supple. It's just a really beautiful leather handbag for the price point. So the one that I'm showing you is a different style. So it has a narrow top and then it widens at the base. And I don't have anything like that in my collection, but I love how it's woven. Obviously, it very much is reminiscent of Bottega, but it's a much nicer price point. So you can find them on sale sometimes, but this is showing up right now on Net-a-Porter at $563 Canadian, which is, like I said, just much more affordable and I think more accessible to a lot of people. It's still expensive, but for a luxury handbag, if you would consider Dragon Diffusion a luxury handbag, I think it's just, like I said, a nicer price point. Moving on to the next handbag, I don't hear anybody talk about this or the brand really in general. So this is a new brand to me. I don't have anything by them, but it is the Attico. I think they're more well known for their ready-to-wear as well as their shoes. When I saw this handbag, let me tell you, like, the emotions it invoked in me, it just took my breath away. So it is called, and I'm gonna butcher it, I think it's La Passeggiata. I'm so sorry, it's Italian, but it's the medium black top handle bag. Now, on their actual website, it is sold out in that black pebble leather, which, ooh, it's just, I want this handbag so badly. It is just a really cool shape. It has an asymmetric shape to it, and it has really large handles. Parts of it reminds me of the Row, and other parts of it kind of reminds me of Ferragamo a little bit too. But I think the price point, again, is really nice. I love the pebble leather. I'm not sure if it'd be heavy. Again, it's a little bit different with its shape being asymmetric, but I don't think it's trendy to the point where I wouldn't see myself using this handbag in a year or two. So I'm really drawn to this handbag. I think it's so stunning. There's a couple other handbags in this brand, by this brand, sorry, that I'm also kind of leaning towards. So if you have any Attico bags, or if you have any experience with the Attico, please let me know. Now the price point of this too isn't that bad. When I go to Farfetch and I look at the Canadian site, it's actually giving me a quote of $1,800. So I think that's pretty good for an all leather handbag. I know their handbags are also made in Italy. The size of it is really good. I like the handles. There's an internal zip pocket. It also has a zipper closure. A lot of my totes don't have that option, so I do like that it does. The Attico as well, the majority of the handbags that I looked at have all had that silver hardware, which I love. I love silver hardware. I'm not much of a gold hardware girly, so I do really like that it has that silver hardware. So those are the handbags on my wish list. And I know you're probably thinking, Lauren, where are the Loewe handbags? I still want a puzzle. I would love it in that green pebble leather that they have. I think they might only have it in the mini size. If they came with that in the small, probably get it. I also do really love the smooth burgundy leather, but for me, I feel like that would be one that I would probably only use in the colder months. And then I do still like the pebble handbag too, like the tote version of it. I do really like that as well. But again, I kind of talked about those last year, so I didn't really want to include them this year. And then I still do want the Goyard St. Louis tote in the GM size in the green color. It's a little bit harder to get in Canada because we don't have any freestanding Goyard stores, or we don't have any department stores that carry Goyard, so I'd have to go down to, I think, LA is probably the closest, or San Fran, in order to get one. So that's still on my wish list. Love to get it because I've used my Goyard. I'm looking over there because all my handbags are there. I've used my Goyard so much, and I know that a lot of people don't think it's worth it for the canvas bags. I honestly don't think Louis Vuitton canvas is worth it, but I'll zip my mouth there. I do really like the Goyard canvas. So that is my 2025 luxury handbag wish list. Please let me know what's on your wish list. Let me know if I need to add anything, if I'm missing out on any handbags. Honestly, I don't tend to follow a lot of trends when it comes to handbags. I just go with what I like and what I know I'm going to use. And I do look at the cost of handbags, and that's why you're not going to see anything by Chanel or by Dior or by Hermes, because honestly, I can't afford those and I don't want to spend the money on them. So there we go. Let me know again what's on your handbag wishes, and I will see you in my next video.